5 plays, 64 yards in 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Joe Rosenbrock scores from 42 yards out. And the Bee Diggers lead 7-0. Cardenas to kick it off. Back deep to receiver Brian Smith, and that might be David Brown flanked to his right. Oh, actually, that's Sean Robnett, who is the junior. And this one is squibbed, and the ball's off the helmet of David Brown at the 30-yard line, and he's still running across the 30 to the 35 before he's tackled by Joe Rosenbrock. So maybe the Bee Diggers either knew something about the return game or the wind might play a factor here, kicking from this direction that the Bee Diggers are going right to left from our angle.
Not to mention the fact since the Eaton game, when they returned that kick at the end of the fourth quarter and sealed the Reds' victory, I think the Diggers have been a little bit gun-shy on their kickoffs.
The quarterback is Kevin Murphy in a shotgun formation. David Brown is the featured running back along with Sean Robnett. And there's the give to Brown running right up the gut. He's got maybe a yard. The Bee Diggers with great penetration. We're led by Austin Acosta, who had the first hit right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Felix Calderon also on that defensive line. Kyle Muir, Connor Weiser, Kyle Hefner. Bee Diggers have some solid players against the run. Trevor Blake, C.J. Kukas, Eric Garcia in that secondary along with Tanner Morrow. Skyler Seawald and Joe Rosenbrock at the linebacker. 2nd down and 10. There's the give off the left side and a couple of yards maybe. And that was David Brown once again as he tumbled over a couple of Bee Diggers. 3rd down and 8. A gain of 2 as Acosta made the tackle once again.
You know, every one of their both those handoffs were both sort of a delayed handoff after that shotgun snap. He just kind of turns around and puts the ball in their belly.
8:42 to go in the opening quarter. Brush leads Bishop Machebeuf 7-0, 3rd and 8 from the 38. Play action, rolling left is Murphy, throwing underneath, the pass is caught, and that's close to a first down. Caught by Casey Kipp at the 46-yard line. As C.J. Kukas made the tackle, but pass defense has been an issue this season. And he was open underneath, and Kipp has the first down. It's a gain of 8.
No, Machebeuf came out in the pregame. We watched him throw the ball probably 15, 20 times in a row, ready to try to take advantage of the flats against the Diggers.
Diego Santiago, Corey Campbell, Jaron Walker, Taylor Kipp, and Terrence Caruth on the offensive line. Handoff right side, and Joe Rosenbrock makes the tackle in the backfield on Sean Robnett. Going to be a loss of 4 as he was trying to sweep it to the outside, and Rosenbrock broke through and threw him for officially a 3-yard loss.
Boy, that was just a great big play, especially since our defensive end on the near side, he got hooked. He got hooked bad. He bit up inside, and they were able to seal him off. Had Rosenbrock not filled so quickly, I'm afraid Robnett would have been off to the races.
2nd down and 13 for Bishop Machebeuf at their own 43-yard line. Brush leading 7-0, 7:40 to go in the opening quarter. And we've got a whistle, and Bishop Machebeuf calls a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland, 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days. The Bee Diggers scored their touchdown on a 42-yard run by Rosenbrock. And they look certainly very good in doing it. And you know that if the Bee Diggers have double digits in pass attempts in this game, that's a bad sign because they go into this game knowing that they can run the ball on this team, Dave.
Yeah, I think they're going into each one of these games wanting to run the football. You know, we've seen them change from their usual offense to that T offense with the double tight. I think they're acknowledging that throwing's not their deal, and they're just lining up ready to run the ball against you.
2nd down and 13 for Bishop Machebeuf at their own 43-yard line. In a shotgun formation is Kevin Murphy. 2 receivers to the left. Casey Kipp now resets to the left. He's got the football, handoff left side to Robnett, swings it to the outside across the 35. He's got a seam, and he's down at the 50. It's actually across the 40 and then tackled at the 50. Gain of 7. Joe Rosenbrock makes the tackle, but that sets up a 3rd down and 6.
A lot of confusion in the defense on that play as Brush had to show that they were in a man sort of a look as their strong safety had to run back and forth to try to match up and figure out where he was going to line up before the play started. And when they finally snapped the ball, our strong safety wasn't quite in position yet.
3rd and 6 from midfield. 2 receivers out to the right. Again, Murphy in a shotgun formation with 1 back to his left, 1 to his right. Now resetting, awaiting the snap. Murphy has the football. He's going to hand it off on the right side, and a loss and a fumble. The ball is stripped by Rosenbrock and recovered by Kyle Hefner at the 48-yard line. It looked like it was Robnett that was stripped. And the Beat Diggers pick up the football in Bishop Machebeuf territory, the first turnover of the game, and that strip was a beauty by Rosenbrock.
You bet. It was similar to that other play where he shot through and made the big tackle after our defensive end got hooked. On that particular play, Rosenbrock shot in there. He just had it was just a form tackle, had his shoulder pads down on his hip and looked like he was able to get his arm or his helmet on the ball.
So with 6:48 to go in the opening quarter, the Beat Diggers have the football at the Bishop Machebeuf 47-yard line, a short field that they're playing with after the initial 64-yard drive. 1st and 10, Garcia's going to hand it off right up the gut, and a gain of 1. Running right into a blocker was Skylar Seawald, then Bryce Miller made the tackle. 2nd down and 9. He might have had a seam, but didn't find it immediately.
Yeah, that was just a trap up the middle. Brush is back in their wing T offense now, and they went with their favorite trap play.
Seawald is out, Weiser is in. Your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard is Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. 2nd down and 9 at the 46-yard line of Bishop Machebeuf. The Beat Diggers leading 7-0. Baxter split handoff left side on the counter to Joe Rosenbrock. A stiff arm to the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to the 35, maybe got the 34. Nonetheless, it's a gain of 11 and a Brush Beat Digger first down.
Rosenbrock is having a phenomenal game offensively and defensively. That time it was a 37. They faked the trap up the middle, hand off that crossbuck over to the left side, and it was wide open.
The Beat Diggers have had 7 offensive plays, all on the ground. Ben Salbo will take a breather. And Pablo Gill into the game. He's the receiver to the right on 1st and 10 from the Machebeuf 35-yard line. Garcia will hand it off on the left side, a big hole for Connor Weiser, and he drives inside the 30 to the 27 before he is wrapped up over there by Jake Meyer, the 5'11", 187-pound senior linebacker. 2nd down and 2.
Brush faked the dive over to the left side there to Rosenbrock and then handed off to Weiser, who was crossing right behind him with that 27. Great play.
5:35 to go in the opening quarter. Beat Diggers lead 7-0. 2nd down and 2 for the 27-yard line. Garcia turns, hands it off to Rosenbrock. A big hole across the 15 to the 10. Left sideline, 5, touchdown. Rosenbrock scored again. 27 yards away. Virtually the same play he scored on the first time. And the Beat Diggers extend the lead. It's 13-0.
80 yards now for Rosenbrock on 3 carries. But let me tell you, Machebeuf just made a big mistake. They blitzed their linebacker on that side, and that happens when a defense is starting to get desperate. They were trying to shut down this offense. They can't do it, so they started blitzing linebackers. They blitzed that linebacker. He ran right past Rosenbrock, or actually Rosenbrock ran right past him for the big touchdown.
Did that appear to be the same play that he scored on earlier?
Yeah. Yep.
Right up the left side, and it worked perfectly. The extra point by Jesus is up, and that is good. 5:26 to go in the opening quarter, the opening round of the Class 2A playoffs. Brush 14, Bishop Machebeuf nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.